Yeah.
My father, who is 92 years of age, is at war with dandelions every year. He grumbles about it, he complains before they pop up, and yet I know he looks forward to the battle.
Right.
I now have nuclear armament against dandelions. This is brilliant. It's called the Weed Zinger, and instead of being on your hands and knees with a screwdriver, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Those days?
Oh, totally.
The Weed Zinger allows you to grab weeds while you're fully standing up, and it pops them in a spring mechanism so you can toss them into the trash can. You don't even have to bend down to get them. I get to introduce you to Susan Butterworth. How are you?
Hello, love. How are you? Mwah.
I was joking
Happy
around.
spring.
I look like Ward Cleaver. I'm going to weed in a suit. This is perfect little engineering.
Yes.
All you do is step on it.
Now I twist it.
Yep.
Pop it up, and watch this. I'm gonna.
And it's got a trigger on it.
It's got it. And you know what?
Yep.
There you go. Pop
So
it.
we'll do it nice and slow.
Yep.
Here's the mechanism so you can see how it works. It has a series of grippers, and those grippers are stainless steel.
Yep.
And they look like 10-penny nails.
Yep.
They're sharp on the end. They go straight into the ground. And what happens is it gets all the way to the tap root, because if you don't get the roots of a dandelion or a broadleaf weed, it'll just grow right back. So what you're doing, and we'll show you some animation on it as well, do it nice and slow and our camera will pick it up.
Okay, so you just are gonna place it in the center of your weed.
Yep.
You're gonna step on it, and then you're gonna twist it. So you're grabbing everything with those patented spikes, and then watch this. Now I just pop it in there. I never have to touch the weeds. Maybe it's poison ivy,
Or the
maybe it's a
pricklies.
thistle,
Yep.
maybe it's something gross like that. And all I do is pull it and release it into a bucket, and I never have to touch it. So stepping, look, I'm not bending. I'm not hurting my knees, my hips, my back. I just twisted it with this comfort grip
to get
handle.
on my hands and knees.
Yep.
And I acquired this hatred for dandelions from my father. And my neighbor always has dandelions.
Oh, darn it.
Which makes me crazy.
Well, you know why? Because they're going to float into your yard.
Absolutely.
All those little air
it's
bubbles.
An deciduous weed.
Yes.
So we've got green, pink, purple, and blue. They all work the same. This is steel construction. You buy it once, you should have it for a lifetime.
Yep. And it's powder coated, so
Look at that.
it
Nice
is totally
shooting,
protected.
Mary Beth.
So I know, look at that. Is that crazy? So you are going to step on it, you're going to twist it, and you're going to pop it right into your basket or your bag that you're going to put by the road. So you're going to get it before it spreads with those little white caps, but you're also going to get any other kind of weed that's out there. Anything that you don't want. I get thick clumps of grass right in my garden beds that drive me crazy. I just step right in the center of it, twist it, and pop it right into my bag. So anything you want that is somewhere that you don't want it, and I love that one. What are they drinking? That's what I want to know.
Mom and Dad are sitting on the porch drinking while the kids are working.
Exactly, but you know what?
That is the way it should be.
It's super addictive. So if you're thinking of getting one, you should get one for your hubby or your child, because what happens is everybody wants to do it.
Just go to the center of the weed. Let me get my camera set up.
Yep.
We've got no
Go to the center of the weed, and you just are going to step on it.
Yep.
Then you're going to twist it.
The whole unit.
Then you pick it up, and then you pop it right in there. And if it doesn't come out, like it's not coming out, I just pull back on there, and then release, and then boop.
Now, these little
sometimes
spikes,
they're thicker.
It's hard to tell, but the way they're set in, they don't come straight out. They come out and they twist. And that twist motion, the weed has absolutely nowhere to go that it isn't grabbed. And you're getting the tap roots on most occasions.
And that plate at the bottom that you just showed, that plate is what ends up popping it off. Because that forces it right off the end. But
it's a
all you're doing,
tool.
Isn't it brilliant? So you're never, bending, you're not hurting your back, you're not hurting your knees. You're always standing. It's lightweight, it's powder coated, but bam, there goes the weed right into the bucket. And then I'm just done with the bucket. And if it's, a trash can on wheels, you just wheel it and get rid of it.
And you wind up becoming like this assembly line of weeding.
Right.
And you pop it out.
And bam. Exactly. So you're stepping, you're twisting, and then you're
popping.
Like
a weed gun.
Oh, it is. It
I gotta
really
tell you,
is.
when you're at war with a weed, there is nothing better than a weed gun.
Exactly. So what's nice about it is it's lightweight, it's powder coated, it's comfortable to use. It's got a, isn't it? Well, you know, it's so satisfying because it's a chore that you know you're going to have to do.
Right.
Don't spread chemicals all around your yard. That hurts your dogs or your grandkids or your kitty cats or the birds. Use this because you're getting the taproot. You're gonna get the weeds every single time so they won't come back. And then, that was a satisfying one. You know, don't use the chemicals and then also
yeah, for us,
poison ivy and things like that.
We have 5 dogs, and my wife is adamant about this.
Yep.
I am very, very particular about the yard.
Right.
It's a man thing.
Yep.
But I can't put weed killers down because I'm worried that's not healthy for our pets.
Right, and well, you've got pets, you've got livestock. You know what also? Your shoes are walking across the chemicals.
And then you drag them inside.
Inside, and that's not healthy for you.
Okay, that's true. Good point.
Yeah,
Very
this
good
is
point.
so great because you are getting the taproot. Look how
Ta-da.
easy it is. You're not bending or hurting your back or your knees or your hips. You're in a stand-up position, stepping, twisting, and then shooting it into your, basket, and then you're done.
What I should do is buy it for my neighbor.
You should. You should.
'Cause that's making me nuts.
Yeah, I know, because if they don't tend to them, they're going to come and blow into your yard and then spread seeds, and that's horrible. Yep.
And by the way, a dandelion, when it gets to be a white powder puff,
Yes.
you're talking about hundreds of seeds.
Oh, hundreds. Yeah.
They are the bunny rabbits of the weed world.
Oh my gosh, they are
Okay.
multiplying.
Yeah.
So I'm stepping, I'm twisting. Best time to do this is right after a rainstorm.
Yep, where the
'Cause
ground is moistened up.
Your ground is moistened
That's
up, and boy, is it easy to, really do this super quickly. So step, twist, and then bam, pop it right in there. Super
It's
satisfying.
called the Weed Zinger. So
Yes.
Pick your. At first, we had the original green.
Yep.
Now they started manufacturing them in colors.
Right, and
which
it's
I thought
fun.
was pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
green, pink, purple, or blue. And you know what's fun about it? If it's lying on the ground, you're going to find it and see
Okay.
it, and you're not going to lose
Good.
it in the ground. But you definitely, if there's more than one of you, you definitely want to get a second one because the other person wants it. It's satisfying and it's addicting to do it.
Well, it keeps your yard healthier.
Yeah.
It's simpler. It's a very common sense approach to it.
Yes.
And again, my father,
Yeah.
I remember him on his hands and knees with a
Right.
screwdriver going after dandelions in the front yard of our house in Indianapolis when I was growing up.
Right.
Or
This one doesn't want to come out.
Well,
I'm
every
going to
once
get
in a
it
while.
though.
Go after
I will
it.
get it.
$27.72
Got
brings
it.
it to you. The purple, by the way, is getting limited. And we do have limited quantities of what we have available to us. Our spring season is actually almost over.
Right.
People
here
think-
at QVC,
here at QVC.
but any second your dandelions and weeds are going to be popping out of the ground, and you want to be ready.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Coming up, we've got another gardening item that is truly ingenious. There's this whole world of ergonomics in gardening tools. Well, the company that started that is